Tales, episode 19, first ever 19th episode.
Coming to you from Highland Towers in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Highland Tower Studios,
There you go.
Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Already messed it up.
You already messed it up. All right, man. So
Hold it.
we have a special guest with us today.
We do.
Introduce her, Mark.
Carol Moose Ostovich. Did I say it right?
You sure did.
Okay.
Where'd you get Moose from?
It's a really stupid story.
Okay.
Well, this is a stupid podcast.
It's a stupid nickname. Do I really have to explain it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When someone says Moose, I don't picture someone like you.
Hunter.
Yes.
I picture a
Universe,
60-year-old
she
guy
is
who's 6 feet
a
tall.
tiny girl with the nickname
Short
Moose.
redhead.
Short redhead. Again, another redhead on the show. How much is it? 80% of our guests?
I think so.
Wow. This should be Tom and Mark interview gingers. Welcome. So, Moose.
Alright, so when I was little, I had a stupid cough that sounded like a goose, and one day my brother accidentally called me Moose, and he thought it was funny, because I was always a lot smaller than the average size human my age.
So like Little John.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just stuck.
Yeah.
And then from the, it's kind of interesting, like how people get their nicknames, and it's usually comes from something dumb, but then everybody just it catches on.
Mm-hmm. You should tell them the story about when we ate up north.
Oh, we were...
Oh, also, by the way, we have Moose's mother here.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Sassy Sandy.
Sassy Sandy.
Yeah.
Mother of Moose.
Yeah, but we were up north, and we went to this one, bar restaurant for lunch earlier in the day. Well, not lunch, we got drinks there. And I made a reservation, and I put it under Moose, and we got there, and the hostess was like, I'm like, reservation for Moose? He's like, are you Moose? I was like, yeah. And he's like, you don't look like a moose. I'm expecting the guy behind you, who's my fiance, who's 6'4", to be the moose. And I was like, no, it's me.
Wow. All right, Moose, and why do we got you here? What's the awesome thing that you do?
I roll cars over intentionally.
Wow. Can you just, real quick, in 2 sentences before we get into this, explain what rolling cars over means?
You drive up a ramp, a one-sided ramp, and flip the car over, and whoever flips it over the most wins.
All
And then you
right.
get to the Slinger racetrack and
Yep, Slinger
Okay.
Speedway at Slamfest.
All right, Universe. Normally we do local and current events, but this is going to drop right before Valentine's Day, and normally in my bonus episodes we do the
holiday facts.
the holiday facts or whatever, so we're going to flip-flop it today, and I got some Valentine's Day facts for everyone here, if my computer wants to work. Okay, Moose, what you doing for Valentine's Day?
Is that on Wednesday?
Yes.
So nothing, no plans,
I'm
we don't know.
working.
I've been told you're engaged.
I am.
All right.
Is your fiance deployed, I think Susan said?
Yeah, he's deployed.
Where is he right now?
Germany?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a better place to be deployed.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a combat zone.
Yeah.
Cool. What branch is he in, if you mind me asking?
Army?
My father's retired Army Reserve.
There
Okay.
you go.
I always ask.
Oh, good thing he wasn't deployed there 70 years ago.
Father never got deployed.
Really? My
Yeah.
father, too.
By the time he graduated from ROTC, they were winding down the Vietnam War. And then when Gulf War ran around, he was high enough ranking that they just sent him down to Oklahoma to train other young men to go to the Gulf War.
My dad was an Army trainer, too.
So,
Combat engineer. All right. Anyway,
moving on.
Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all those people in the military. Okay. All right, let's go with this. Let's start off. We got 25. What are you doing, Sandy? Hold on.
What do you mean what I do?
For Valentine's Day.
Working and spending the night with my husband.
There you go. All right, light a candle.
Or two. Or two.
Or two. All right. The most popular theory about Valentine's Day's origin is that Emperor Claudius II didn't want Roman men to marry during wartime. Bishop Valentine went against his wishes and performed secret weddings. For this, Valentine was jailed and executed. Ba-boom! While in jail, he wrote a note to the jailer's daughter, signing it, "From your Valentine."
Boom, boom.
Pretty cool fact,
Interesting.
eh? What do you think about that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
In Victorian times, it was considered bad luck to sign a Valentine's Day card. That doesn't make any sense.
So that might be where the whole XOXO thing came from.
No.
No?
Some kisses.
Yeah.
No.
You want to write your
Secret
name.
admirer.
Secret admirer. There we go.
Wouldn't you
We'll
want
sort of
somebody to know?
No.
No, it's
Not always.
embarrassing. What if you're like,
Kids
like
like
13
it.
and
Then
she's
don't
like,
spend money on a card.
but you have to give everyone a card. It's the rules.
Well, nowadays you just take them to the store, show them the cards that you want, and then
Yeah.
put them back. Because there's too many cards to choose from.
Okay. All right. Based on retail statistics, I have trouble with that word.
We like to make fun of Tom when he reads out loud,
Yes.
so don't be afraid.
About 3% of pet owners will give gifts to their pets on this day.
Do you guys have pets?
I do.
You giving them
What
a
do you got?
Valentine? Don't
No,
sign it.
No, they can have maybe an extra treat that day.
Oh.
Dog, cat?
2 dogs, 1 cat.
We just have a cat, so he's not getting anything special at all.
Nope.
That's a bummer.
About 1
Not even sure when he
billion.
was born.
About 1 billion Valentine's Day cards are exchanged each year, making it the second largest seasonal card sending time of the year. What do you think is first? Mother's Day?
Christmas.
Christmas?
Christmas?
Everyone does the Christmas card.
Oh,
I do it email now.
that's
Or
better.
Facebook.
Saves on stamps.
Yep.
If you're single, don't despair. You can celebrate Single Awareness Day, SAD, SAD, instead.
Well, when I was single, Susan and I would... Well, when I was single before I met Susan, I would watch the most unromantic movies I could think of. So it's usually like Master and Commander or some other movie about a bunch of guys on a boat or something.
Sounds like my
Uh-oh.
ex-boss.
Uh-oh.
He wouldn't even let us put up Halloween or Valentine decorations because he hated it so much.
Well, it can be, yeah, a depressing holiday for some people.
Yeah.
To this day, we don't do much. I think we're going to do our taxes, Susan and I.
That's very romantic.
I know. Open up a bottle of wine and fire up TurboTax.
All right. Meant as an alternative to Valentine's Day, the holiday is for single people to celebrate or to commiserate their single status. Well,
Commiserate.
commiserate. Okay. Or you could pop over to Finland, where Valentine's Day is called Holy fuck. Jetskep van Pavaya. And I'm not joking.
You guys Norwegian by any chance?
No.
Anybody want to translate that? Which translates into Friends Day. It is more about remembering your buddies more than your loved ones. What the YSTA with 2 dots over it, VA with 2 dots over it, NPA with 2 dots over it, IVA.
Gustava Pavia?
Don't act like
Gustavan. It's all in the. You gotta be confident and commit to it. That's all you gotta do, because
Gustav
you're not gonna
Pavia.
call me on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got people listening in Finland here. Alright. Many believe that the X symbol became synonymous with the kiss in medieval times. People who couldn't write their names signed in front of a witness with an X. The X was then kissed to show their sincerity. Oh.
So how would you know who wrote it? If everyone did X's.
Fuck, I got all these signatures. It's all X's. All these...
Well, you made the X this way, you made the X that way, so this goes here, this one.
Yeah, mine's more diagonal. You should know this by now.
I got a
Whoa.
loop in my X.
Okay, this is weird. Girls of medieval times ate bizarre foods on this day to make them dream of their future spouses, such as ketchup pancakes.
Spicy food gives me nightmares.
Well, get ready.
They probably make you smell good, too.
We can ask Susan when she comes back.
In the Middle Ages, young men and women drew names from a bowl to see who would be their Valentine. They would wear this name pinned onto their sleeve for 1 week for everyone to see. This was the origin of the expression to wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah.
Bam! You guys learning stuff yet?
Yep.
In
That's
1537, England's King Henry VII officially declared February 14th the holiday of St. Valentine's Day. So that dude did it.
Thought we fought a war, so we didn't have to listen to the kings of Britain.
Alright. Physicians of the 1800s commonly advised their patients to eat chocolate to calm their pining for lost love.
Oh, chocolate was
Yeah,
an
it's-
aphrodisiac.
It's a sedative, isn't it?
They also told you to put a rusty nail in your ear to cure headaches.
That makes sense.
That's reliable.
I'll help clear out the earwax.
Yeah.
Except for all the tetanus.
Well, people
Well,
were
that's why you use the you hammer down in your ear.
The
Yeah,
head.
Susan.
Your nail are
The head.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you've been doing it.
Yeah, I've been doing it all wrong. That's probably why I got lockjaw.
Richard Cadbury produced the first box of chocolates for this holiday in the late 1800s.
Wait, Cadbury?
The Cadbury.
Like Cadbury eggs? I
Cadbury
think you
bun.
have the wrong holiday.
The same.
Isn't it Easter?
Because he can only make chocolates one day a year.
Well, yeah.
Cadbury does a
Cadbury
lot
eggs.
more than just the eggs, especially like when I went to
So
Scotland.
single-minded.
So Cadbury's got lots of different chocolates that they do.
But none that we care about except for the egg. And
Well,
they changed the recipe, didn't
that
they?
you
Wasn't
care
that
about.
the scandal
Eggs
last
suck
year?
now.
Or is it they changed Cadbury eggs?
All right.
I
We're moving
know.
on.
I'm going off the topic here.
That's the show, off the rails. More than 35 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolates will be sold.
I ain't buying one.
Molly's not getting one.
They go on sale the day after. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Some of those boxes of chocolates, don't you open it, it's like, how many years is this? Because I know for a fact that, like, there are certain
Who
stores.
did you date that gave you year-old boxes
No,
of
they
chocolate?
take. It's because
Mark.
I've worked in retail. They take
That much cheaper.
the last year's, stock and they put some stuff on sale and then they box stuff up. But then some of these boxes of chocolates, they're from last year and they put them back out.
No, Mark buys them the day after and stores them because he's looking to the
Save
future.
them for a year.
And that's
And
the
then he
chocolate you
freezes
get.
them so they stay
Yeah.
fresh.
There you go.
Yeah.
A weird coconut inside
It's
the
thrifty.
chocolates. Doesn't
How
have,
did- Who eats all the different chocolates in there?
I don't know. I take a bite
Gross.
and I go to the next one because it's not.
Oh,
the
this
I
one
wanted.
doesn't look good. I ain't eating that one. I ain't eating
There's
that
got to
one.
be like a key somewhere.
There
There's
is
a
a
caramel
key
one.
on the top.
Some of them
Or
don't
the
come with
pecan
the
one.
key.
Yeah, some have keys,
Yeah.
some don't.
Oh.
And then you have to like bite into it, like, oh, that was not the one I want. I wanted the one with caramel in it.
Where's the tissue to spit it out?
Yeah, and then you go, "Heh."
Jim Gaffigan is a bit. Oh, this one's filled with toothpaste.
Yeah. Well, some of that, it's not nougat. What? I don't even know what it is. It's not marshmallow.
You know, this guy's pouring his heart out, giving you a box of chocolates, and you're just so...
Just slapping it
Oh,
out of his
Jesus
hand.
Christ. This is gross.
He doesn't
You
give me
suck.
chocolates. I give him chocolates. He doesn't have it as good. No, yeah,
Trophy husband Mark
Make
over
your own
there.
chocolate.
that's right.
I got the
Wow.
candy molds. Make your own.
Mark, I think we're
That-
outnumbered
see,
here.
uh,
We have
make your
4
own
women in the
chocolate.
room.
That-
Grind
that's-
some
I-
cacao berries.
All right, I'll be back. I'm going to the
Make your own
Amazon.
card too with a candy
To
bar.
get some-
Remember
I
those?
can try to
Yeah,
make
See,
you
and
happy.
that's more creative than going to Walgreens and buying last year's chocolate.
You can use toothpaste
At
to put them in.
full price.
Tom made me a giant Valentine's Day card.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
And
see,
we're moving on.
yeah, he likes to think he doesn't do anything. Here we go.
With like sparkly puffy paint and everything. It was awesome.
Was
I was
there
like,
glitter?
the
was
microphone's
like-
not picking it up. Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna edit it out. Oh no.
I still have it.
Oh.
You guys know I'm sensitive. Moving on. 73% of people who buy flowers on this day are men, while only 27% are women.
I don't buy flowers anymore.
Thanks.
Well, they
die.
just slowly die. Yeah, it's a metaphor for our love, and it's going to be dead in a week.
Yeah.
It's
So you
depressing.
buy them a plant so it goes on forever.
I was gonna say, like, there isn't many, like, it isn't really a female holiday. No offense, here we go. I got a comment that I'm male chauvinist. But I mean,
It's a holiday for
more-
suitors. Yeah.
Yeah,
to-
mostly men giving gifts to women, but I find it as female.
And you're never
Well,
pleased,
different.
according to
I don't know,
what you guys
other
have
than
been saying.
chocolate.
Give them sex.
What was that, Sandy? As she backed away, she's like,
Tips for a happy marriage.
Wow. And you didn't want a microphone. All right.
I was told that wasn't it.
Edit that comment out.
Marley, can you unfuck this?
Did your computer freeze?
What is going on here? I apologize, everyone. My computer's freezing.
So embarrassed.
It's a male computer. What do you expect?
We're lucky it's on at all.
You gotta rub it once in a while to make you happy.
Yeah.
And you didn't want a microphone.
Yes. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, I don't have Valentine's. I don't make Valentine's. Moving on again.
and little.
Heart of stone over here.
15% of U.S. women send themselves flowers on Valentine's Day.
That's
Oh.
pathetic.
I could see that.
Wow.
Yeah, in the office.
It makes me kind of sad because I could see that. Like if you're the person in the office who's not getting flowers, you don't want people to either pity you or you don't have to put up that for like, I don't care. So you just send yourself some flowers like, see, no one's gonna say anything. I've never done it.
That's some deep psychological shit, man.
Well,
You need
no,
to
think
talk
about
to
it.
somebody.
Okay, coming from high schools do this. They buy. I don't remember, Carol.
Yup, they still have
You
flowers
are
now.
like 2
Carnation.
years out of high school, so you're even fresher than everything. But
Yeah.
you can buy flowers for
Yes.
people, and then at certain hours, what they do is student council or whatever hands out flowers, and then it's
To
the
everyone
worst
but
thing.
Susan, apparently.
It's the worst thing in the world. It's like a popularity contest. I'm going to give you 5 flowers, and then you get 3 flowers. Oh,
Yep.
there aren't any flowers for you. So what do? You buy yourself a flower. 'Cause no one needs to know it's from you. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
why
I have like
do not
senior
approve of
gifts
that.
like that too, where you can buy like a kiss for the senior and it's little chocolate kisses in a little baggie that they give you. And if nobody buys you one, you don't get one except the one that student council gives everybody.
Yeah. So
The
like,
pity kiss.
yeah, the pity kiss.
Wow.
See, and so I'm like, I get it. That's cute. Valentine's Day though can be really depressing for people who don't have a significant other.
So why spend the money on yourself?
Because you don't want. It's because everybody judges everybody else.
Because every person who walks by you is going to comment on it and it'll drive you nuts.
Or then you get,
Hey, nice no flower.
or they try to set you up.
Which,
Haven't you guys ever had that? Wow, we're starting to sound really good.
I know a loser who's also single today.
Valentine's Day, I have mixed feelings on because it can make people super depressed.
It can.
Yes.
But then you could be the person who gets all the flowers.
You've been very talkative about Super Depressed Valentine's Day there,
Well,
Susan. You gotta...
I
You wanna
was
work...
all on board when we first met and I suggested watching non-romantic movies.
Therapy, maybe.
We watched Zulu one
We
year.
did. We also watched the 5-hour edition of Das Boot.
I graduated summa cum laude in neuropsychology. Would you like to go downstairs and have a talk for a little
Now,
bit?
should I look? We can put it. So
Can help
lay
you
down on the couch and say, okay, when did you go wrong? Oh, early.
Birth.
Bird.
Should we ask him out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I'm
Alright.
sure she'll be able to tell you. Moving on.
Moving on. Over $1 billion in chocolate is sold on this romantic holiday.
Yeah, that's so marked up.
It is.
Because, yeah, it's like I said, it's so cheap the next day. It's ridiculous how much I can gorge.
And
On
those little
February
boxes
15th.
of Valentine candies they
Yeah.
sell for
Like
like
a nickel.
$2.69, and it's really a nickel.
Yeah.
Mark's the guy in Walgreens.
Heck yeah,
going,
clean
"Oh,
it up.
Yeah, my buddies and I always used to do a bonfire the day after Valentine's Day or the weekend after, and we would make s'mores with all the leftover chocolate for like nothing.
I could think that'd be delicious making it.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
what we
That
should
sounds like
do.
a good idea.
We should do that Saturday.
Carol's
We got
getting
enough
married.
firewood.
I work.
Carol, what does your fiance do for you for Valentine's Day? Yeah.
He's serving our country, Susan.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Cut the guy off some
We're
slack.
serving everybody for Valentine's Day.
He might wake up during our daylight hours and wish her happy Valentine's Day.
Maybe.
Over 50% of all Valentine's Day cards are purchased in the 6 days prior to the holiday, making Valentine's Day a procrastinator's delight.
You can't buy a rose a month early.
Yeah, I don't get why they're making a big deal out of that. The red rose was the favorite flower of Venus, the Roman goddess of love. Bum, bum, bum.
You know how Venus was created? They don't tell you that bit. How was Venus created? Ask me.
I'm guessing she was a pile of Zeus sperm that landed on a seashell or something.
Yeah, well, pretty close. It was the ocean.
The
That's
ocean.
exactly what it was. It went in the ocean, and she came out. So that's really, it's like...
Greek mythology is totally messed up.
Yeah.
You ever been to Greece?
No.
Okay.
Well,
If you walk around, you'll start to find just giant stone penises everywhere.
yeah, it's very phallic.
It's a thing.
That was on Facebook a couple days ago.
A Hermes is the god of traveling or whatever, and his symbol is the penis. So they put giant stone penises all over like the old paths and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And
Hermes
Carol's like,
My new favorite guy.
This is not where you take your 5-year-old child on vacation. Right?
No.
Looking at
No.
what it is.
Yeah.
Now when it's a real sunny and hot place.
Well, this is like a 3,000-year-old penis. So it's
Well,
wait a
rather-
minute. They didn't circumcise back then, so are they?
Roll up.
Oh, I suppose it would look like a little gnome.
Yeah. What? He just thinks they're garden gnomes.
Is that a mushroom?
Wow.
What is going
Okay.
on? Is that a fire hose?
We're getting off
Come to
topic.
think of it, yes, artistic depictions I've seen. No, he's not circumcised.
All right. Well, you got to get in there with a chisel now and fix it.
You gotta roll it back to make sure.
Yeah.
Fungus.
A fungus. Wow.
In Hermes, we talked about this. You gotta clean it.
Yeah. You got to get in there, dude. I thought if I flew fast enough, it would just clean itself.
Wow.
Hanging behind me.
This is
You
derailed
gotta
really
look for you
quickly.
to keep the juices in.
Juices.
For once, we're not the most disgusting people.
Mark it on the calendar now. As I'm pointing to nothing. Alright, red roses are considered the flower of love because the color red stands for strong romantic feelings. I thought red stood for blood.
Danger! Danger!
It depends on what you pair it with.
But you know, blood is not red
Yeah.
till it hits oxygen.
Yeah.
Well,
Guess what color it is?
they say it's blue, but that's
Yeah.
just the color of your veins. Blood is red.
No, not veins. It would be arteries then. Because arteries carry oxygen.
Veins are blue.
Yes.
That's what I said.
I thought you said. Never mind.
That's okay.
We're good.
You gotta spin them. You got the L and R on the right side.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Carol puts in long hours.
Yes,
She
she
gets a free
does.
pass on everything.
Hey, all guests get a free pass and a welcome back walk-on pass. As long as you make fun of Molly once.
No one's taken advantage of that yet.
Not yet. Jeff has, right? Hasn't he?
Yeah.
Jeff called. He
Jeff-
wanted to come.
Jeff
today.
was on twice. Well, he was on. I'm the second guest host. I'm the second host. Originally, the first 10 episodes were Tom and Alex, and then Alex dropped out, so Tom called me up.
Yep.
That's how I got here.
Boom.
And I moved to our attic.
I got
Highland Tower.
Alex's sloppy seconds.
Damn right. Okay. Let's play a game. Let's make it fun. How many stem roses are sold in the U.S. on this day? Let's take a guess.
You gotta go by the dozen.
Well,
Because most people get a dozen roses. don't they?
no, I mean total, the
That's
whole
You
country.
get one.
Well, I mean, this is what you gotta think of it. Is it going by, like,
A billion.
single or by
Over
bouquets?
50,000.
Stem roses.
A billion.
A billion?
With a B.
Mal?
I don't have a clue.
I'm gonna say 900,000.
901.
2 million.
Sandy?
I thought I'd say 50, but try 500,000.
189 million. Mark, you went over. I'm sorry. Price is right. 2 million?
Yep.
Goes to Carol.
Boom! Goes to Carol.
Like,
You're going to be on the Showcase Showdown later in the show.
Yeah, but we work at, like, Double Dare. She's got to take the physical challenge.
Oh, no.
Oh, can I watch?
Yes.
That's when she rolls over the
You
car.
can hold the slime bucket.
What?
Next roll is
Okay, guys, this does not seem right. Women purchase approximately 85% of all gifts on this holiday. Does that seem right to you?
Yeah, but they'll be like,
Yeah.
like gifts between friends. Because you and I'm not getting you shit. But Susan and Molly might.
Molly,
be
we
like,
gotta go back to the store and return all the shit I got from Mark for Valentine's Day.
So, do women go shopping for themselves?
I don't know. It's one
like,
sentence here.
Thank you, husband, for buying me this. I went and got myself a necklace.
Hon, this is what I bought from your mom.
Yeah.
And the husband is like, cool. I didn't have to go. Boom.
So being a trophy husband, can I just go buy something for myself?
Probably just a deep chest freezer. Something useful. I know. Doesn't that make you just go, ooh?
And you know what I want for Valentine's Day? And I told my son,
What?
I want to do gizzards for my toilet so it stops leaking. I'll be happy.
All right.
Valentine's Day is the most
This
romantic
is what
day.
people want in the... Whoa. What people want in the Midwest here, folks.
Chest freezers and
Gizzards.
toilets.
Toilet gizzards. All right.
Carol, what do you want?
A day off.
No, I just want sleep.
Yeah, an hour's sleep.
But boom, I'll buy that for you. You're good. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks.
Okay, Teachers will receive the most Valentine's Day cards, followed by children, mothers, wives, sweethearts, and then pets.
I could see
Yeah,
children
Why would you
because
buy a pet a card?
Yeah.
Because some people are
Is
crazy.
it an edible card?
well, people get really worked up about. Mostly, it's their dogs. Like
Yeah.
if you, it's a lot of people.
They have dogs.
I know.
I know she's a crazy dog lady. She bought them Christmas presents.
There we
That's
go.
what Grandma's
That's Grandma's
supposed to
job.
spoil.
All right, you guys
Grandma's
wanna
spoil.
play the game again?
Sure.
How many number of wedding proposals are on Valentine's Day
Ew.
each year?
That's.
I don't like that
It's as
either.
bad as how
I
many
would
people
say
get
no.
married.
A billion.
Don't you know how the showcase works?
I don't know. There's
Billion
just
and
like
one.
excessive amount of PDA. I don't know. Public displays. When you're
I
trying to
said
go-
wedding
Women
proposal.
expect it
Yeah,
on
but then you're
that
out
day.
to dinner
You don't
and
want
you're
to.
minding your own business, and then we have to stop the
Anybody
entire
got a
restaurant.
guess? You just
Too
want-
many.
A serious guy's 500,000.
Okay. Come on, Carol.
100.
100.
Just 100.
100,000.
Super fake.
She's going to Price is Right it with 1. 200,000?
No, 700,000.
700.
You should have said 200,000. Because it is 220,000. We're going to wrap it up with every Valentine's Day, the Italian city of Verona, where Shakespeare lovers Romeo and Juliet lived,
Fail for
receives about 1,000 letters addressed to Juliet.
She's still living after all these years.
Well, didn't she die
Yeah.
in the play? Didn't they?
Yep.
That was like
Yeah.
the most non-romantic play ever.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, they died.
Okay. Interview time with Tom and Mark off the rails. We have our special guest here, Carol Ostovich.
Correct.
All right. And you are a car roller.
Yep.
All right. Tell us what car.
End of interview.
And all right, let's move on to Ask Tom Anything.
So how did you get
Thanks
into
for coming.
flipping cars?
It was summer of 2013, and we were at Slinger Slamfest, and I looked at my mom as they were doing the rollover contest, and I told her
How old were you at this time?
I was 15, and I told her I was going to do that next year.
You didn't have your temps?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's like, alright, and she looked at me like, haha, you're probably not going to do that. And then it rolled around to next year, about a month before Slamfest, and I was like, I'm rolling a car this year, like, I got a hookup to get a car and everything. She's like, alright, whatever. She was,
I'm impressed.
my dad was very on board with it, surprisingly.
Now, just for the universe, for our audience, explain what the car rolling is. Like, what do you do? What do you? How do you get scored? Like, what is what? Because I don't think a lot of people know what car rolling is a sport.
Yeah,
What does that
probably
mean?
not.
So,
So there's a ramp that is about 2 feet wide, and you take a car, and you drive up with one side of your tires, and
What side?
really
it
fast.
doesn't matter, that's the secret. But
Don't give away your secrets.
yeah, but so then you go up the ramp, and
Really fast?
yeah, most people do 30. I go faster
Oh yeah.
because I'm not scared.
Oh, because you got balls.
Yeah, but so then the goal is obviously to roll the car over, and each like quarter turn that the car makes, so one full roll would equal 4 points, so it's like 1 point for each quarter roll, and the person with the most points at 10 wins.
Okay.
You just get one shot?
Well, if there's a tie, you're supposed to try again, but normally the cars don't even start.
Okay.
So it's an expensive hobby.
No.
No. I mean, where do you get these cars? Let's say you need a car. Where's the first place you're going to look?
So my friend's mom owns Kierkrine Auto Salvage. I'm in Kierkrine
Okay.
on Western, and I get my cars from her for free as a
Nice.
sponsorship because she's just gonna junk them anyway. So I just help her smash them up.
So do you modify the car in any way? Safety, roll cage, something like that? Change the
You
engine?
got the inside out, so it's not flammable materials inside.
Explain gutting the inside.
Like you take out the seats and the carpet and plastic stuff inside. You leave the dashboard though. You gotta take the airbags out.
Ooh.
You don't want those to fly.
And then I put a bar that is about 5 inches in diameter in between like both of the doors to keep the car from crushing inwards because it's not very structurally supported that way. And then I put my racing seat and my racing belt in there, and then I just roll.
And you take them out when you're done, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know.
Oh,
I know for Demolition Derby, they actually have to move the engine towards the back. You don't do any of that. You
No,
don't
we
move
don't.
anything.
We don't do that.
Okay.
We just knock the windows out too. I forgot to say that. Except the windshield. We keep that one in.
why is that?
Because it's actually structurally supporting the car from collapsing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you don't do anything to the top of the car to make it stronger. Just your bar across door to door.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
sometimes tall people, I'm not very tall, obviously, so tall people put a bar in from, like, up to down to help
Okay.
keep it from hitting their head.
Do different cars work better?
I found out for my own personal experience that little, like, 4-cylinder cars work best.
Okay.
Because they're light.
What if you get one that you like really like? Would you fix it up again and use it in another competition?
No.
No?
There's no cellular.
It's a one and done. It's a one use. It's a condom.
When I roll, yes. When I roll a car, it is one and done.
Wow. How many?
Oh.
I was just gonna say, like, how many people are in this town? How many are you going up against?
Most I've been up against was like 5, and the one time it was just me and somebody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would think that a lot of people. I mean, it's one thing to do Demolition Derby, but you're flipping cars. Because I've seen it done with buses. Like they do.
Wait, they flip buses?
Isn't there a special rollover?
No, there is
for
a
Figure
a
eight.
large-
figure eight, and because of the banking and going fast and hitting them in the rear quarter panel, sometimes they'll tip over. Normally the buses don't flip all the way over, but occasionally they will.
Yeah. Sometimes you can have the frame of the bus here and the other part here.
That's tough for the audience to see.
You know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You put chains on the doors, don't forget.
Oh
Or
yeah,
weld
you
them
have
shut.
to either weld or chain the door shut so they don't fly open for safety purposes.
Okay.
Didn't you get injured doing this?
No, I got injured getting out of the car.
Oh.
The hard part was over, and then you slipped on a banana peel.
No, she jumped over
Yeah,
people.
no, I jumped off the car and my knees did not bend, so I compressed my spine,
Oh,
cracked my sternum.
getting out.
Yeah.
Not even in the flip.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like, the flip loosened it?
No, it actually like stiffened my body up so it wasn't loose.
Do you get all dizzy when you're spinning?
No.
So what's the best score you ever got?
8 points, so 2 full rolls.
2 full rolls?
Yeah, I've done that twice.
The car landed on its 4 tires.
It's insane. Now, do you do Demolition Derby at all, or just a rollover?
Just rollover. Demo derbies, I would try one, but I don't know if I would like it because you don't really get to go fast.
Yeah,
You're just constantly like
In the mud.
backing up and going forward to hit somebody.
Do you think your small stature and lightweight gives you an advantage?
I'm not too sure about the lightweight, but the small stature for sure, because I don't have to worry about the roof hitting my head as much.
Because I think if you and I drove identical cars and did an identical pass, yours is flipping more than mine.
Probably.
Yeah. So, there
I
you
guess
go.
there's at least a 100-pound difference.
Yeah.
Never ask a woman how much she weighs. You, however,
I'm pretty sure there's more than
are a gorilla.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a hairless gorilla that can speak.
So you do this in Slinger?
Yep.
Have you done it anywhere else?
No, I haven't actually
Not
found
yet.
another track that does it.
Okay, they don't do it like at the state fair or anything like that?
No.
So Slinger Super Speedway, the fastest quarter mile on the planet.
Fastest quarter mile asphalt oval on the planet.
Whatever.
Yeah, Tom.
I'll suck it.
Get it
Okay.
right.
Yeah, get your facts right, sir.
All right. Did you win?
I did. I've won twice.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, let's give her a little
Yeah.
Sean. Hey, we can give her some. All right.
How many times have you competed?
4.
745 times.
Just 4.
Just 4 times?
You
So you're 50%.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Are the other drivers like you, or are they old men, or?
They're normally like middle-aged guys.
Okay.
I don't know. Last time I rolled, there was actually 2 other girls.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So it's getting more popular.
Yeah, I started
Nice.
a trend. That was the first lady.
Whoa. You were the, what was that, like
It was
Susan
like-
B. Anthony?
Glass.
I was like
windshield?
the first lady and the youngest person.
No, yeah. Broke the glass windshield. That's awesome. All right, and you got any more questions about car rolling?
Not that I can think of. Should we move to the next subtopic?
Thank God, because I got so many women driving jokes and I'm just hanging on to them. I'm trying not to say.
You're also a firefighter?
No, I'm an EMT.
You're an EMT.
All right.
She
EMT.
volunteers at the fire department in St. Lawrence.
There we go.
Alright. So what goes into...
I don't like having 4 women in the studio. I'm like, this is not good. You got hit twice already. I got daggers shot at me.
So what goes into being an EMT? Like, what's the training like and the...
You take a semester-long part-time course, and they just teach you what to do, and then you gotta take a national test,
Okay.
and you have to do a national practical as well.
Do you have other, like, EMTs proctor that exam?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in the medical
Do you
field.
get to drive the
Oh,
ambulance?
I do.
I figured you might enjoy that.
Yes,
You drive the ambulance?
I do.
So as a woman driver, you ever want to just take it on Slinger Speedway and see how many times you can flip it?
Those look really bad.
I don't get, like, quarter turn. I get about 4 points.
So on that note, what's the fastest you've got in your ambulance to go?
Oh, come on. You know you've recorded how
I
fast.
got up to like 80 on the highway passing somebody once.
Lives were on the line. You were rushing to save people.
Yes. You're the last line of or first line of defense, or the... You're a line of defense.
So what made you want to go into being an EMT?
I don't know. Just sounded interesting.
Sounded
And I
cool.
got to drive fast with lights and
Okay.
sirens sometimes.
Adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. Adrenaline junkie. That's a good way to put it.
Do you do more than drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also an EMT.
Okay. What else do you do? What more do you do?
I don't know. We do like pre-hospital calls and discharges. We take like.
Discharge, my favorite word.
Yeah. Just. I don't know. We
Okay.
do all sorts of different things.
So what's the... If you don't want to answer this, I'll understand. But what's like the wackiest thing you've seen as an EMT?
Uh-oh.
Because Rocky, our mutual friend, used to be a tow truck driver, and he'd always tell me stories about the sites he would show up at.
So the wackiest thing, or wackiest patient, was we got called to go to the hospital to transport a patient to a psych ward for having intentions of committing suicide by sticking forks and knives up her vagina.
Oh, hello.
Oh!
I don't think that would kill her.
Yeah.
Depends on me.
You can bleed out anywhere, but... Yeah.
Ooh.
You just strap her down?
No, she was like passed out.
Oh.
How many did she get in there? Let's take a guess.
They tried practicing.
Yeah. Were they plastic or metal?
I'm not sure. I did not pick her up and take her to the hospital. I was
Because
just
that
taking
would
her
be
from-
cold if it was metal.
It's just
When
a
it's
bitter
warm down there,
facility
you warm it
transfer.
up, right?
Warm it up real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how guys have a knee-jerk reaction, like when they
Guys are big
people
wussies.
being kicked in the balls or whatever, like that?
Oh,
That is the biggest
I
female
have-
knee-jerk reaction
I
ever.
got a worse one for you. We were doing my cadaver lab, and my professor cut the guy's dick the long way with a scalpel. You want to talk about cringing? Because he wanted us to feel the inside of the dick because it has all these like blood pockets to make it hard and shit. So we're just watching, and these scalpels are like lightsabers. So he's just like, thump, and it's split like a banana. And he's like, come in here and feel it. And I'm like, oh, dude, man, I really don't want to walk right now. That was fucking sick. I just watched you guys' penis get cut in half the long way and split. So, yeah, I know that oogie feeling.
Oh, medical stuff. Oh.
So, yeah, I have touched a guy's wiener on the inside.
You enjoyed it, right?
I loved that.
And you learned a valuable lesson.
Oh, so we need to move on.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't have any EMT. Mark, you gotta lead this one here.
Nah, that was all I had. So, well, I was hoping for fun stories. I don't know. I got nothing.
What do you mean?
How long have you been an EMT?
I got my license back in like mid-August. I
Oh,
think
so
it
you're
was.
pretty new to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Did they play pranks on you?
No.
No?
They're nice to me.
Oh.
They think I'm cool because I roll cars.
All right. I think you're cool because you roll cars too.
Well, I have a quick question, and I talked about this a little bit when the microphones were off, but you have had some really long shifts, like 24 hours.
Yeah.
I saw at one point, and you're in the medical field. So you said that your average week right now is about how long?
70 hours.
So you think these are the people who are doing life-saving techniques on people?
Yep, waking up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at like hour 18 and you go on a run, you're driving an ambulance, so you're on the road at 80 miles an hour. I mean, do you think that there should be some limitations to that, or do you think that the medical field has, with the long hour shifts, is that fair, or any opinions on that?
I mean, I think it's fair. I get to sleep at work.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So you normally catch a couple hours of sleep before you gotta go out. And everybody, there's a little saying in EMS, you learn how to eat, pee, and sleep whenever you can, no matter what time of day.
So they do teach you at least some training techniques, like how to handle those long shifts.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm at the grand old age of 32, and I'm up a few times a night. Like I get a full
Things are
night's
starting to
sleep.
turn against us.
Yes. And I only have an 8-hour shift to go through, but by hour 8, I'm like, you know what? I could go for a nap. So I'm trying to imagine being able to work on somebody with a scalpel, or, well, not
When
really a
that
scalpel,
adrenaline
yeah.
hits,
You just don't
you
have
are
that.
up. Trust me.
I was curious about that.
I mean, imagine all of a sudden Helen starts to choke. No matter how tired you are, you're up and on it right then. It'll hit you like that.
Yeah. It would.
So you can be as tired as you want, but when that adrenaline kicks in, seeing somebody's life in danger, you're on it.
I don't know if I could do that every day. That seems exhausting.
Well, when it's over, you're super tired.
Well, that's why I think it's a special type of person who can go into the medical field at all.
So is it 24 hours on, 24 hours off, and you're back on again?
It is 24 hours on, 48 hours off.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
So you average like 2 24-hour shifts a week.
Okay. It's just 2 huge shifts.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got another question? Okay, so where can we see the car rolling next?
Slinger Super Speedway.
Slinger Super Speedway. Do you have any sort of directions, website, anything you want to give for that? Just go online and find it.
There's I think it's slingersuperspeedway.com.
Okay.
When does the season start?
Normally it's the second. It's in actually 78 days from now. I saw that on Facebook today. It's
Whoa.
the
Got the
second
exact day.
or third weekend in April.
Okay.
It's the free weekend for practice, the
Second.
Sunday before Mother's Day. They're off Mother's Day. They got a day race the week after Mother's Day, and then it goes to night races.
Sure.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. That is so cool that you are rolling cars. I do not have the balls to do that.
Sorry, I don't know the dates, but I know the schedule.
Hey, people that are interested, they will find the dates. So, thank you very much. And you guys ready to do some Ask Tom Anything? All right. This is where the emailers write in questions for me because I know everything.
So we have some questions from everyone's favorite super fan.
Superfan, Freddie Nutmeg.
She asked about Valentine's Day. She's already sure we had a set of facts about it, so she asks, what do you and Molly do to celebrate Valentine's Day?
Oh, man. We steal it from Festivus and we do the airing of the grievances. We just stare at each other and tell each other everything we hate about each other until we both cry and get so pissed, and then we just have passionate sex, and then it all fades away. Then it's all gone.
He dreams big, huh?
Yeah, I do. Actually, we had Valentine's Day yesterday. We went and saw Jumanji and ate at Chili's.
I swooned.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think
And then I shot a guy. You said it. I needed it more exciting.
Well, we kind of already talked about Valentine's Day. So
Okay, let's
knock that one off.
Knock that off.
My daughter is currently in driver's ed. She does not have her temps yet. She really wanted me to take her driving in a parking lot. You should know that I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I do not want to do something to mess up my squeaky clean record. So I tried to see if it was legal to drive in a parking lot without a license. There's not a whole lot of material on this subject, and what there is was confusing. So what's the most logical thing for me to do?
I I do believe that police officers cannot give you a ticket in a parking lot because it is private property. But if you're on the parking lot during non-store hours, you could get a trespassing. I would say find a parking lot where you know the people that are like the owners. Like if it's Piggly Wiggly, maybe
Like
talk
your
to
church or something.
like your church, talk to the church, and then I believe you don't have to be 16 as long as you stay in the private property.
So we have
Is that-
a mother here with an
Mother?
excellent
That's not
driving
correct.
daughter.
Yes.
If she would crash in that, she could lose her license till she's 18
But
without
when you get in an accident in a parking lot, it's only insurance companies. You don't get a ticket.
But the cops can still do that because it's a child of underage.
Ooh, endangering a minor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if I didn't make, don't do it.
Fatty nutmeg, do it. That's how everybody does it. It's the American way. You'll be fine. Just grab the wheel.
So how did you learn how to drive?
I learned in Piggly Wiggly parking lot, but
Wasn't talking to you, Tom.
well, son of a bitch, I hear you in my head. I hear you in my mind, man.
You clearly know how to drive.
I learned how to drive farm trucks and 4-wheelers when I was 5, and then I learned how to drive a manual car when I was 14 in my first ever race car.
I do think that helps. I learned how to mow the lawn on a riding lawnmower as a kid, so that was a pretty easy transition to a car.
Yeah.
Tractor's much bigger, but
Yeah.
same principle. You're steering and stuff.
Yep.
So, any advice for teaching a kid driver's ed? No.
Oh, thanks, Daryl.
I don't think parents should teach their own children how to drive.
My parents
You
have
just
come to
cover
the
your
realization-
eyes.
Not
Yeah.
parents with bad depth perception.
Uh-oh.
My mother refused to teach us how to drive. My dad had to teach me and all my siblings how to drive.
If she wanted to get her license, she had to learn how to drive a stick shift. She could not take her run test in automatic.
Really?
Why?
Or she could.
I think
That was my rule.
Harder to find.
Wow.
That was my rule. When we bought our last stick shift car, it was $350 cheaper. Now you got to pay to have a stick
Yep,
Yeah.
that's because it's all factory automated. It's just everyone wants automatic. It comes off the
because they're
factory
too
line.
lazy.
You're a custom order now.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
do you like?
easier to drive stick,
You like driving stick?
especially in winter. You remember how to downshift easier because you're always driving it.
You can
If
control
you're
the
sliding.
RPMs.
Do you prefer stick when you're doing your car rolling?
I have actually never been given a manual car to roll.
Oh,
I've
okay.
always been given an automatic.
I assume ambulances are automatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Molly, any thoughts? No. Okay.
Alright.
I'm terrified of the idea of teaching Helen how to drive, but I
I'll
have 16
teach her.
years.
I taught both Molly's brother and sister how to drive.
So, all right. In a previous question, she talked about her daughter, who's actually her stepdaughter from her ex-husband. My issue is that when I did not make, introduce her to new people, I still find it difficult to find the right way to introduce her. It's awkward for me. Got any ideas? Like, this is my daughter by another mother?
She's my daughter.
Just say daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I would
This
say.
is my stepdaughter from my ex-husband. It's just too long, and then people usually have questions that I don't always want to answer. If I say stepdaughter, people think I'm married. If I say daughter, they think I was a teen parent. She will be 18 this year.
Oh.
I first met her when she was 5. I divorced her dad when she was 12.
So she's trying to avoid being seen as like a teen parent when she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, my best friend's kids, I call my daughters from another mother. This is my daughter from another mother.
Yeah, I think that's clever. Yeah. So do that, Fatty Nutmeg.
Alright.
Yeah, she says here, I feel like it's unfair to her real mom if I'm being called her mom, but...
Oh, that's another thing that you gotta look at. See, that's a rough situation. Thanks, Sandy. You got that one for me.
All right.
Yeah, how many more we
We
got?
got one more big one.
Alright.
When you were talking about having roommates a couple
Oh,
weeks ago,
yeah.
it brought back memories of my first roommate. She was so messy and lazy, I could only take it for so long. So naturally, I started my evil revenge. I cleaned the sink with her toothbrush, shaved my asshole with her new razor.
Ooh.
You know the basic kinds of secret payback. You got any good payback stories? FYI, my roommate was a childhood friend, and we are still friends today. She also knows about all the crap I did to her back then. We got a good laugh at it. At least I did.
You're still friends? Wow.
Whoa.
So you had any roommates before? You seem young enough to maybe not have had roommates.
No, I have not.
Okay. They're great. Don't live with your friends.
Yeah.
Wasn't planning on it.
Yeah.
This actually reminds me of a story from about 10 years ago, maybe even 15 years ago. This couple went to the Bahamas. You remember that story? You know the story I'm talking about. This couple went to the Bahamas, and they came back, and this is when you used to have to get your pictures developed. And they're going through their pictures, oh, we're here, we're snorkeling, or whatever. Then they get a picture of two asses in a mirror with their toothbrushes up their ass. They've been home for a week, brushing their teeth with those toothbrushes. So,
Was that you or Andrew, my roommate, and you were hanging out all the time, took a picture of, I want to say it was someone's balls on my phone, but then the picture was on my phone?
Yeah,
and I was like, how did you get a picture of my phone on my phone? This was like flip phone days, like that was 10 years ago, literally 2007.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Universe, I never lived with Uncle Tom, but it was quite the party house, and he was there
Well,
often.
can you take the picture and confirm?
Yeah.
Yeah, side-by-side analysis.
Different involved, man. Told you. See how the left one hangs a little lower?
Yeah, but these are all wrinkly now. Are you sure they're matching?
And they're saggier.
What the hell, man? What, you take a ruler to them?
Do you want us to?
They're fine. That's it. I'm building a ball, bro.
When I was living with Andrew, was it a cardboard cutout of The Rock or John Cena that we kept putting in his bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that for some reason. I don't remember why.
I just kept puking in his bed. I would say, evil pranks, you really want to be evil, you're getting out of there. I would say cut it. Cut the losses, but, some pranks are kind of funny, like the cellophane over the toilet. So when they sit down to pee,
I would just
it
say,
goes everywhere.
don't live with your friends. I did that. My first roommates were...
Well, she already did, and
Yeah.
then her friend was
So
an
my
ass.
advice to the universe, don't live with your friends, because you're probably not going to be friends by the end of it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be someone anonymous, but, someone who you're not like... I moved into college with my best friends from high school, and it went well enough. I think we were all ready to move out by the end of that year. So,
yeah.
You can be like the odd couple.
Yeah, well, that's a little more, opposites. But I think when you're so familiar with someone, you treat them as if they were family, and you can sometimes be bad to our family.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mark's an 80-year-old man who
I am a
is
cranky
a
thermostat Nazi.
thermostat. He guards the thermostat.
Hey, if I'm put in charge of the utility bill, we're fucking setting it to 62 degrees, and you're going to wear a hoodie.
62!
Yeah.
I'm not making money, buddy.
I thought 68 was cold.
No.
You make fun of me, but who owns a house today? Just saying. Throwing money out the window.
She sets her thermostats for 50 up
No,
on
55.
the
55 in my bedroom.
upstairs floor.
I've been told 62 is the best temperature for when you go on vacation. You want to set it to 62 because then getting it back up to, say, 70 can take more energy than you would save if you set it lower.
Yep.
So that's just why I picked 62 degrees.
No, you picked it because you're a cheap fuck.
Well, yeah, but that's why I picked that one and not 61 or 60 degrees.
Okay.
61's an odd number
Who really
anyway.
sets their temperatures at odd numbers?
That does drive me nuts a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's OCD.
I work in a movie theater. We have the digital volume, and so it's just a knob, and it goes 1 to 10, but it's also decimal, so it's 1.1, 5.2. And I just can't leave it at an odd number. I have to one tick up and one tick down.
All right.
Doesn't matter if it's too loud.
I would say